Tip number 1. Let's see how to insert emojis on any text editor or on a web browser. It could be your YouTube channel. It can be working with any social media platform, and you want to insert emojis on your system. How do you go about this? So in order to get any emojis working on your system, tip number 1, how are you going to get this emoji on our system is to press the Windows logo key plus the semicolon. This is going to bring forth the emoji picker. So let's select that. So we're just going to click on the start button plus a semicolon, and then it's going to bring forth the emoji picker. So this is the emoji picker. So what I can do here is that I can just click on anywhere, then I can insert my emoji picker. I can select any of the emoji pickers or anything available that I want to insert right into my document. So you can see I can keep any emoji that I prefer to type in here. So I can select any of the emojis, and then instantly, or the moment I click on any of the emojis, it appears right on my system for me to share my feelings and that stuff whenever I'm communicating or chatting on the network. So you can see right here there are other emojis available that you can also choose from. So you can select any of the emoji of your choice, and once you're okay with it, you just select it and you'll be good to go. So if I select this one, automatically it will be inserted in here as an emoji. So right when I'm done, I can decide to save this text editor, or whatever I inserted it, I can decide to save it and then share for other people to have access to whatever I've saved. So that is how to work with emojis. Tip number 2. Let's see how to work with a calculator. Apart from the basic usage of the calculator, we all know that that is the standard usage of a calculator. We can use it to calculate some values, or we can go for some numbers, and then we can add them, perform some arithmetic basic stuff with it. But apart from this, there are other things that you can also do with it. Now, assuming that I'm working with Notepad right here, you are seeing that anytime I click on Notepad, it has covered my calculator. When I click on calculator always appears at the top. If I click on Notepad will appear on top of the calculator. Now, I still want to be working with my Notepad or my browser, and I don't want it to affect my calculator, and I want my calculator to stay at the top. Anytime I click on the calculator, this Notepad will be at the bottom or below. That's how I want it. So Notepad will be at the back of the calculator. So how do we do this? There are 2 ways in order to do this. You can decide to do that with the shortcuts. The shortcut to perform that is to press the Alt key plus the up arrow key. So, and then you can also use the Alt key plus down arrow key to bring it back to the default. So if I want to convert or change the state from this normal state, and I want it to be at the top of calculator, what I can do now is I have to press Alt and then up arrow key. Right when it's done, you can see now when I try to move my Notepad, you realize that it is showing at the bottom and then calculator is shown at the top. If I want to come back, then what I can do is to press Alt once again, press down arrow key, and then it brings me back to the default state. So that is the standard, the default state. So you can see now when I click on it, it appears at the bottom. So that is it. So now let's see. Another way to do this is to click on this option. That's the option. So if I click on it, it says what? Keep on the top, or keep on top, and it says Alt plus up arrow key. And then if I click on that, it's also going to convert it. So that's another way to do the same. So now if I try to move my Notepad, you see, is that the same thing? If I want to come back, I have to press on this sign once again, and then brings me back. So that is how to float your calculator on your system. So apart from that, apart from using the standard interface, there are other things that you can also do with your calculator. So when I click on this drop down here, that's called the open navigation. So if I click on the navigation, I'll be able to see other things also. So apart from the standard view where we are seeing right here, the other things that you can also do, we have scientific mode, So if you're looking for scientific calculator, it brings you into the scientific calculator. The other things that you can also do, you can decide to calculate the date calculation is right here. We have converters. You can convert currency, volume, length, speed, and all over. So now let's see. Assuming we want to check the time, so let's select time and see what happens here. So now this is in hour and that is in minutes. So if I want 60 minutes, all that I need to do is to provide what I was type 60, and then it's telling me that 60 minutes, when you convert it into an hour, then it's going to be what, 1 hour. So 1 hour is equivalent to what, 60 minutes. So I can decide to change from minutes to the other options. So I can decide to change it to millisecond, into second, minutes, days, and other stuff. So you can also decide. You can also do other stuff also. We can check for pressure, angle, speed, anything at all that you want to find. Even if it's temperature, you can also work with what, temperature. So that this is also temperature. So 32 degrees Celsius and all those stuff. So you can decide to work. So these are other features, or these are some extra information that you can also know about your calculator. So if I click on about, it's going to tell me about this calculator that I'm using. So it tells me the version of calculator I'm currently using. So this is how to work with what, calculator. Tip number 3. Let's assume it this way. This is what we call quick access. Microsoft provides what we call quick access. What do you mean by quick access? Now, somebody calls you on phone, and this person has no much knowledge in IT, and this person needs your guidelines. So the person has knowledge in IT, and this person is trying to perform some tasks on his laptop and is not able to do this, and he needs your assistance on your phone. Because you're not seeing the person's system, you're trying to assist the person, but the person is not getting what you're telling him or her. So in order for the person to be able, for you to demonstrate for the person to see, or for you to have access to the person's system, then Microsoft is providing us with what we call quick assistance. So with quick assistant, you can connect to that person's system, and then they can assist the person and then perform whatever task you need to perform for him or her. So in order to do that, let's see how to go about that. So all we need to do is to search for. We just need to search for quick assist. So just type in quick, and then you should see quick assist. So this is the app. So this quick assist is a built-in app that is built in for Microsoft OS, that is Windows 10. So with this quick access, I could just click on it. But remember, you should have internet access in order to use this one. So you just launch it, then you wait for a few minutes for it to initialize for you. Now, because I don't have internet access, I'll not be able to have access, or I'll not be able to proceed to use this interface because I'm not connected to the internet. So let's see how it looks like. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So you can see it says that quick access. So because I don't have internet access, I'll get an error. So as we are just waiting to see what happens. Because I don't have internet, I'll get an error. So I'm just showing you this because I will get an error. So it's going to quick assist simply means that it's a quick assistant that enables two people to share a computer over a remote connection, so that one person can help solve a problem on the other person's computer. So that is it. So it's going to help you do that remotely. But in order to do that, you need to get an assistant from the person. Either you are getting an assistant or you're going to give assistant. So if you need to give an assistant or you are getting an assistant from someone, then you need to provide the code of the assistant. And then if somebody or the assistant is also giving help, then that person also has to give a code. So the code from an assistant. So a person who's trying to help, assuming you are the one here who's trying to help this person who's having or facing challenges. So what you can do, remember, the person that you are requesting or the person that you are granting or you are allowing the person to help you, believe and be sure that you trust the person. If you don't trust the person, then it's not recommend that you perform this task. So the assistant is going to send his information. So it's to give you a unique code. It's a 6-digit security code that will be sent to you by an assistant. Then it will send it to you. You just provide it, and then you'll be able to assist the person in performing that. So it comes in handy if you are trying to help a family member or you are trying to help someone on phone and you are facing difficulties and want to easily help their fix that problem. So this is an easy way or an easy tool, an app that is really going to help in Microsoft. So you can see this is the outcome. Connection or connect to your internet connection. Because I don't have internet access, I can't set up quick access. So that is what happens. So this is how to use the quick access to help people or to help perform tasks for people who are facing challenges. Tip number 4. You have started experiencing system running very slow. So your system used to run very normal, but now you realize that the system is not running as you are expecting it to run. This could be a cause of startup programs. Some program startups, once your system is loading up, those programs loads up before your system gets ready. So all those apps also is going to help slow down your system. So startup programs could be a culprit. So let's see how to launch the startup programs and decide to make adjustments to that and see. So you just have to search for startup programs. So just type startup, and then you can see you have startup apps. So just click on startup apps, and this is it. So all these apps you're seeing here, when it says not measured, so anytime you see not measured, that means that it is it is impacting your system whenever you start up for the first time. So advanced remediation is always starts up whenever our system is loose. So I don't want that to happen, so I can just disable it out so the system runs a little faster. And then we have screenshot. I can decide to put that one was off. So if you're seeing not metered, then the system is going to run fine. But if it's set on, then it's going to impact your system. So all of it, I'm going to those that. So all this internet download manager also is going to start up. So I can put all of them off. Those apps that I don't often want them to be running or to start up whenever I'm starting my system for the first time. So you put it off, and then you can put it on, and then that is how to work with your startup program. So make sure you put it off. If your system is running very slow, put them off. Those ones that you don't need, just put them off and leave the ones that you really work with on. So this is how to disable startup programs. This is tip number 5. Tip number 5, I'm going to talk about shake and snap. What do I mean by shake and snap? With shake and snap, you can see I've so many tabs that is open on my desktop. You can see I have the web browser open. At the same time, I have the system, that is system properties is here, and I also have this PC tab open. And at the same time too, I have my shake and snap on my notepad also open right here. Now if I want to get rid of all the open apps at the back of shake and run or shake and snap, all I need to do is select this notepad and then just shake it around. So just shake it and you can see all the files, all the tabs that is opened. You realize that they all vanish. Now in order to bring it back, you just click on it again and then you shake it once again, and then they will come back. So that is how to go about it. So if you are working with it and you don't want to be minimizing them one after the other, you can use shake. Just click on that and then you shake it around, and then they will all vanish. To bring them back, you shake it again, and then those apps or those applications that has been opened comes back once again. Now there's another one that we call snap. Now to snap, what we need to do is just select the app and then you can drag it to the side. Just leave it and you can see what happens. Then you can click this one and then this will snap it around for you. So that is it. So you can see if I've opened two apps,
Moses.